you know, above her head and all of that. That's like a shame, man. You be looking all embarrassed and that. But that's the same thing that the Most High said about Esau. Okay, his skirts was going to be lifted up and people was going to see his nakedness. That's within the book of Isaiah, the 45th chapter. In fact, I could get into that real quick. Just a minor segue. Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, okay, in the confusion, and that's how they're seeing right now. They're confused, they're bugged out, okay, in a confused, low state, okay. They're bugged out, and they're going to be even more bugged out when the Messiah removes them, because they're going to be thinking like, damn, yesterday we had the rule of the world, and today we have nothing, okay. You're going to be in the worst slavery that's ever been seen within the earth, because the scripture talks about what? The turning of tables and how that the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans was going to rule over their oppressors. The book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, we're going to get that in a second, okay? So they're going to be confused and bugged out, okay? Come down and sit in the dust, or virgin door of Babylon. Going to the book of Psalms, it goes into a thing of telling you why they're known as the virgin door of Babylon, because Esau has always been this nation of the Edomites, the so-called white people. They've always been, you know, when you had what's known as the Edomites ruling, they was trying to, you know, have it to where the kingdom was going to be transferred onto them. The Lord didn't set it up. Okay, when you had the Babylonians ruling, they was trying to have it to where the kingdom was going to segue. So they was always up there, okay, having different guys, okay, trying to infiltrate particular governments. The same thing applied back then within the times of the Babylonians. So they was likened unto the virgin door of Babylon. Okay, that's the link for that is within the book of Psalms. All right, so it says, O door of the Chaldeans, thou shalt not be called tender and delicate. Because you look at America, and you go, especially when you go back onto the 70s, the 80s, people used to admire America, man. They used to look at America as the place to be where you're going to make it. You make it in America, you can make it anywhere. Okay, if you sell a record out there in America, because it is a consumer market, you get 1% of the market out there, man, you're doing nice. That's how it used to be back in the day. But you're seeing business now moving and shifting out there into the east. Okay, now people are trying to make it out there within China. Okay, where the Moabites and the different nations, and eastern nations are going to be. So that niche market and that so-called law, okay, or well, as the scripture says, the tender and delicateness of that particular country, that's dwindling. That's a thing of the past now. Okay. So going back onto the scriptures, it says here, that shall not be called tender and delicate. It says, take the millstone, grind the mill, and cover the lucks, and make bare the legs. And that's the secrets being revealed. How that their different politicians are a bunch of pedophiles, man. Okay, you go to where the politicians out here within this country, and the politicians that are out there within the United States, wherever Esau's are a bunch of filthy individuals, man. Okay, and generally, that's how Esau is. Generally, the scripture says within the book of Job, the 30th chapter, they are a base nation, a base people, and generally they do some base things, man. They're a filthy, disgusting nation. Okay? So it says there, I take the millstone, grind the mill, uncover the lucks, and make bare the legs, uncover the thighs, and pass over the river. Meaning to say, through the internet, through the prophecies, these people are being revealed for the devils and deceivers that they are. Okay, they're being revealed. Okay, for the pedophiles they are. They're being revealed for the gluttonous. Okay, and over what's known slave mongering. Okay, they're being the thing of slavery. That's being uncovered. Because every time they have it to where what? Every time they have it to where they try to put that thing in a slavery way back in the background somewhere, you always have videos popping up or revealing this man for the wickedness that he did during the 400 years of a hardcore slavery that the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans went. Okay, you also got a thing of what's known as systematic oppression. That's the thing that was hidden for a long time. Because you really have to understand how the system works to understand systematic oppression. But the scripture says that what? Okay, they're being uncovered. Their secret things are being uncovered. So you was gonna know about the systematic oppression of the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, the Planned Parenthood to destroy the whole Negro, the secret council. Okay, to destroy you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. The book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, talks about that. How they've taken crafty counsel against the anointed of the Most High. Who's the anointed of the Most High? Damn sure ain't no Moabite. Moabite can't even dance, man. Damn sure ain't no Ammonite. An Ammonite can't even, you can't sing, can't do anything. Okay, so that's not the anointed of the Lord. Who was the anointed of the Lord? The Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans who excel at every field. Okay, here it is, they've been in hardcore slavery for X amount of years, and you have it to where you give a Jake an instrument, a book, or anything, okay, engineering, whatever, they'll excel at it. You ain't supposed to be doing that after that hardcore. Your people is broken, and you can still come into a particular field and you be the dominant one at it. I mean, that's how you know this is the chosen of the Most High, the anointed of the Lord. Okay, that's how we know that they are the anointed of the Lord, because every time Jake goes into a particular thing, a particular field, held the scriptures, man. Esau had all the books on the record. They couldn't get into the scriptures like how we get into the scriptures, man. Okay, you go to where the whole world right now is under the vibration, or especially Great Millstone, because every time the elders bring out certain revelations, you get it to where the whole market shifts towards that. Why? Because the scripture says that what? We're the salt of the earth. Okay, the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans are the salt of the earth, and we add flavor into everything that we do, and we excel at everything that we do. Okay? So going back onto the scriptures, the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter, and the 3rd verse, it says that nakedness shall be uncovered. Like I said, the systematic oppression of the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. Okay, how do they? The American military is the biggest producer of waste materials, whether it be nuclear waste, okay, whether it be metallic waste, plastic waste. Okay, they was out there in some battlefield somewhere, and they left plastic, okay, waste to destroy the, because they'll be out there in the field. Okay, you're in battle, you be in the field for the most part, you be with nature. Okay, they live in all kind of waste materials over there, destroying the natural habitat. That's coming out. Okay, they'll be out there, they'll be doing some so-called nuclear program to have energy come for whatever. Where do they put the waste materials? Dig a big hole within the earth, okay, and bury it. That's how this man conducts himself, but all of these secret things are being revealed. The whole food industry, you got a whole industry of food that's GMO. You got another whole industry of food that ain't even food. Okay, you go out there into, where you go, Asda, okay, or Walmart out there within America, or Tesco's, anywhere you can buy some food. You gotta read the back of the label to actually ask yourself if it's some real food. But those things are coming out. Okay, those things are being revealed. You got a honey industry that produces nothing but fake honey. And really, that's the Moabites. But where did they learn that from? Okay, they learned that from their daddy, the Edomites, because he's the one that rules the world right now. See, when we get into power, you ain't gonna be selling fake this and fake that. You're gonna get real food. Okay, you're gonna get a real woman. You got GMO women out there, man. They used to be men. Okay, everything out here is artificial, man. Okay, so the Most High is gonna, those things are being revealed, and you're seeing whatever industry is, you're seeing that the ones that push that forward. Okay, the ones that have it to where that's a heavy vibration out here within the world. That's always start with the so-called white man, which we know from the scriptures as the Edomites, man. They're the ones that push death within the world. Okay, so that goes into the book of Jeremiah, is it the 58th chapter or something? How that the Most High Babylon has been a golden cup within the Lord's hands, and through Babylon he's made all the nations drunken. Okay, and they're drunk off of what? Those philosophies. They're thinking, okay, if we do as Esau does, we're gonna be all right. Esau's gonna be destroyed. Okay, I mean, everybody's coming to the realization now you can't do it how Esau does. That brought forth death. That's why the thing I hate is against this man. Okay, is coming and it's becoming a bigger and bigger thing. They might put it within, they might shift the narrative out there within the media to where you might want to sympathize for them, but you come back to the realization, it's like, wait, hold on a minute. South Africa ain't yours. Okay, the Hamites was living in that land. What about the apartheid? Okay, they ain't talking about that. The different hells that them Hamitic people out there within South Africa caught underneath the so-called white man. But they want me to sympathize for them, for a handful of farmers. They're talking about some genocide. What about the genocide of the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans? Okay, what about the Native Americans? Okay, that were killed. Okay, when them different people underneath Columbus came. Okay, what about all of those people that was put to death? Okay, what about all of the Negroes, Hispanics, Negroes and the Hispanics? Okay, that were killed, or more the Negroes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, that was killed when you had it to where Jake was coming on the boats into the Americas. What about that? That was genocide. Okay, what about the genocide that's taking place? Okay, by way of Planned Parenthood. Ain't nobody talking about that, but you want me to sympathize with the Edomite because he didn't make as much money as he wanted to last year. He didn't get to go on as many holidays. All of this other BS, okay, which, I don't even, it ain't even worth talking about, okay? So let's go back into the scriptures now. The book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel, to sit down in silent. get thee into the dark, O door of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt not be called tender and delicate, and the lady of kingdoms. So right now they're the top, they're like the top apex predator, right? If they want to go into a particular land, they get NATO to do it, they'll get the American government to do it, they get the British to do it. Okay, they're the apex predator. But we're getting into that time when they're not the apex anymore because of the thing of the spirit. Remember the scripture says the Most High created Smith to destroy, but any weapon that is formed against Jacob was not going to prosper. Okay? Whether you're talking about having it to where the media, because that's like a major weapon, man. The media is like a major weapon, but guess what? Jake is still waking up to the fact that they're the real Israelites, man. They're the real people of the Most High. The stuff that they're watching is bugged out and crazy, all that. Okay, the food is a weapon, all right? Because when you go to where you have no nutrition, no food, and all of that, that's like a weapon, man. Okay, you're on a low vibration because what? Because you got fluoride within your water. That's an attack. That's a particular attack that they put upon the people. And guess what? When you wake up out of that goes to show you the power of the Most High. And ultimately, that's gonna have it to where what? That's gonna have it to where that's gonna have it to where the secrets was gonna be uncovered. Okay, I think that's what I wanted to say. So let's go back onto the book of Job, the 20th chapter. This is now the 6th verse. It says, "Though His excellency mount up into the heaven, they put Him chariots out there, man." Okay, you have a connection onto the four corners of the world. Okay, you got connection onto the four corners of the world. Okay, via them satellites, them different things that they put out there into the skies, man. Okay. You might look at it, you're like, man, damn, how is the Most High gonna take this man down? Well, the Most High put it within His spirit to do those things, man. So they're excelling, but the Most High makes a man excel. Does not the scripture say that the Most High raises up, from the ground and put it back down into the ground? The Most High killeth, okay, with the sword. He's the one that sets everything on the up, on the down, everything. The Lord is the one that does that. And He set it up for these base creatures to be in rulership. Right? I quote that too many times not to get it. We're in the book of Job, the 30th chapter. Okay, Job 30:1. It says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision. Okay, and this is going into a thing of how the spirits, how the different nations were set up. Okay, and how Esau is regarded as the younger one. I forget how the exact breakdown of that works out. Okay, but they have us in derision right now. They call us niggas. Okay, they call us Negro. Okay, they call us African American. Okay, or British African, or British or Caribbean and African descent, black or other. Okay, that's not our name. That's not our nationality. We're the Israelites, man. Okay, we're the Israelites. Okay, so it says here, have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to set with the dogs of my flock. See, back then, man, men understood that this is the wicked, man. They understood that this is the people to be hated. Why? Because the Most High set a mark upon them. They had that their lack of pigment. It was the only nation upon the face of the planet that could sit in the sun and enjoy the sun, man. Okay, that's a cursed nation. So back then they understood, they knew. Okay, but right now we're gonna simplify. Right now people have forgotten. Okay, so it says that whose fathers I would have disdained to set with the dogs of my flock. Where too might the strength of my hands profit me, in whom my old age is perished. For want of famine they were solitary. Okay, they fleeing into the wilderness. In the former time and desolate and waste, they cut mallows and bushes and juniper roots for their meat. So they was out there, okay, living in the bushes and living in the caves. That's why he knows himself as the caveman. Now they're ruling the world. Okay, now you got the caveman ruling the world. Okay, and everybody's gonna bow down. Okay.
Yo.
Thank you very much. Okay, now they're gonna bow down. Now we're gonna bow down and scrape. Okay, to get crumbs that falls from the oppressor's table. Okay, so it says there to dwell in the cleft of the they were driven from among men. They cried after them as a thief. Okay, so ain't nobody gonna sympathize with you. That spirit's gonna come back, man. Okay, see, we're gonna get back into a thing of chasing after these Edomites and letting them go back into the bushes where they belong. But really, it's gonna go deeper than that. Okay, it's not just gonna be a thing of them working the pits or working the what you know as the bad jobs in that. Okay, when you're setting up a kingdom, you got different ranking of slaves. You got slaves that gotta work out there and they gotta deal with feces, okay, doo-doo, shit. Okay, so you can understand. You got some slaves that you're gonna have out there, okay, picking fruit and so on and so forth. Those are different classes, man. But it's gonna go deeper than just having it to where they're gonna be chased out there and to work the mines and the pits. Okay, it's gonna go deeper than that, because the scripture says that what? This is the nation whom the Lord set it up to where they was gonna be completely wiped off the face of the earth. Okay, so the thing of hatred for Esau is coming back. Let me read a few more segments and get the point within the 8th verse. Who cut up mallows for their bushes? Who cut up mallows for their bushes and juniper roots for their meat? They were driven from among men, and they cried after them as after a thief, because this man is a thief, man. Okay, dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in the caves, in the earth, in the rocks, among bushes they brayed. Okay, under nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Okay, and they still are children of fools. They were children of fools. Yea, children of base men. They were vilder than the earth, and now I am their bysong. Now I'm their song. Now I'm their byword. Okay, so that's the changing of the shifting of gears. But as you're gonna see within the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, the Most High is gonna turn things back to how it's supposed to be. Okay, with Jacob being on top. Okay, and these Edomites being right at the bottom, and then the other nations filling out. Okay, the differences. Okay, because if you have you might have a dish. Okay, a nice meal that you cooked up, and someone might serve you something that's up, but that's Esau. Okay, the main bit of the dish is the meat, and the other, the other bits on the plate, that's just that's just the extras. Okay, that's these nations. They're just the extras. You just say, hey, you might have a movie. You got the main guys on screen. Okay, the antagonists and the protagonists, and they're fighting it out. Okay, but but you might have other people, and there'll be some big time actors. Okay, when you have these so-called Marvel movies, and they're casting the big time villain, that's like a main character. Okay, they drive the plot along. Okay, and you got also the protagonist. Okay, he's gonna get a big contract. But then you got the other guys in the middle, they're just fillers, man. You might go out there in the streets and just give out pamphlets, seek out some people that's gonna be what? They're gonna do the filling. Okay, that's these other nations. They're just filler. They background costs. Okay. Now let's go back into the scriptures. The book of Job, 20th chapter, and this is the 7th verse. It says, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung. Okay, they which have seen him shall say, where is he? Okay, he shall flee away as a dream. He shall fly away as a dream, rather more. Okay, and he shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also that have seen him shall. Let me read that again. It says, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither will his place behold him any. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go into the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, and through this, I'm probably going to get into the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Okay, and this is all going to go into like I said, the main theme. I wanted to go into this a little bit, not as much as I've gone into it now, but that's that's the spirit. That's how the spirit goes. Okay, I had different lessons that other bits I wanted to get into, but this is how the spirit wanted this to go. Okay, so now let's go. Let's start here within the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter. This is Isaiah 14:1. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, will yet choose Israel. Because, hey, like I said before, this is the worst kingdom that's ever existed, the worst society that's ever existed, and within this society, the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans are at the bottom. We're the byword, we're the proverb. Okay, where we are the most hated, most despised, first last hired, first fired, all that. Okay. And we're the ones that the Most High set it up to where we're pushing the words being pushed out, okay, by the men, really the worst of the, as far as they're concerned, we're the worst of the people out here, all right? But as you're going to find out, the Most High is still going to choose these people, okay? He's still going to have mercy, okay, upon these people. But when you have it to where they're going to come down heavy, okay, through a thing called martial law, okay, through a thing called, in the scriptures, the time of Jacob's trouble, okay? That's going to happen to where a lot of hell is going to come upon the earth. But see, the scripture says that what? The Most High was going to still yet choose Israel. Okay, because the scripture says, hey, alas, that day is great, so that none is like it. Is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, but he shall be saved out. The Most High was going to have mercy upon his people. Okay, so it says, for the Lord will have mercy upon Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them. And that's the strangers, okay, because everything's got to come full circle. So you had it to where the part of our people, okay, or a lot of our people were scattered amidst them nations. Well, the Lord was said that we read that within the book of Amos, the 9th chapter. In fact, you remember I said I was going to go back onto it? It goes to show you that's the spirit. Because now I'm going back onto it. Because now the point is even more relevant. Okay? So Amos, the 9th chapter on the 9th verse. Amos 9 and 9, it says, "For lo, I will command and sift the house of Israel from among all nations. Okay? Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the sand, upon the earth." All right? And I think I read that before, but now it's even more important. You okay there, mate? Yeah, do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah, but I'm Christian, mate.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Christianity is made up, right? Okay, all right. So going back onto the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter. It says here, and the strangers shall be joined unto them. So now, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 64th verse, what did it say? Jacob was going to be scattered far to the four corners of the earth. Okay, but the Lord was going to deliver them through the pushing of the word. Okay, and so the strangers was going to be joined unto us, because you're going to have a lot of cats out there that on the outside, they might appear as the heathen nations. They might appear as so-called white people. It might appear as so-called Chinese or Japanese. Okay, what other nations? It might appear as every nation underneath the sun. But they was going to be Israelites. The Lord said they was going to graft those back in. He likened it out to like the wild olive tree being grafted back in onto the natural olive tree. Okay, roughly paraphrasing that scripture, because it was the same vine, it was the same vineyard. Okay, the Lord had planted a vineyard, which is His people, and you had it where we became like unto a wild vineyard. He was going to graft that back in into the natural vineyard. Okay, so going back onto the scriptures here, it says, "And they shall cleave unto Jacob, and his people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in their land for servants and handmaids."